Next is a fully automatic coolant fluid filtration system for machine tools made by Nikuni. The next, Type CS, is a compact filtration system combining cyclone filter with the sludge conveyor. This system separates dirty fluid into clean fluid and sludge by separating particulates using a cyclone filter, concentrating them into a condensation pod and precipitating them onto the conveyor, and discharging the precipitated sludge using the conveyor. Sludge within the dirty fluid is fed by a pump and driven to the outer side of the cyclone filter by centrifugal force, and the clean fluid without sludge is then extracted from the central section of the filter. The sludge that has been carried to the outer side is gradually precipitated downward due to gravity. The precipitated sludge is accumulated in the condensation pod. Here, the sludge is accumulated to a maximum concentration within the pod without any water flow, allowing even a very small precipitation conveyor to handle precipitation on the conveyor. There is a clear difference with filtration systems without a condensation pod. The concentrated fluid that has been discharged from the condensation pod is further precipitated and separated from the sludge in the precipitation tank. During the precipitation and separation process, no water enters from outside the system so that precipitation can proceed without stirring and under ideal conditions. After precipitation for a certain period of time, only the precipitated solids are extracted using the conveyor. Next, the supernatant solution generated by the precipitation and separation process is pumped up and filtrated again in preparation for the subsequent discharge of the dirty fluid. Using this structure, the next CS filtration system ensures that once sludge is removed from the filtration system, it never comes back. Further, the system can be installed anywhere, as it does not adopt an overflow approach. The next CS system performs all these treatments fully automatically, making it a highly efficient and maintenance-free filtration system. The system achieves a higher than 90% recovery rate for particulates within the 10 to 20 micrometer range. The next CS, with all these features, is a fully automatic coolant fluid filtration system dedicated to machine tools. A low-cost next CS model without the conveyor, as well as a knockdown type, are also available from Nikuni, allowing you to find a model that fits your needs. Next is a fully automatic coolant fluid filtration system for machine tools made by Nikuni. The next Type BF filtration system combines a filter cleansing system with a sludge conveyor. The next BF system filters dirty fluid into a dirty fluid vessel using a backwashing filter and a treatment vessel, and then supplies clean fluid from a clean fluid vessel. The next BF system has 3 vessels, with each playing a role to ensure more precise and environmentally friendly filtration. The sludge, after precipitating into these vessels, is extracted by the conveyor. The backwashing filter works in the following way. During the filtration process, the dirty fluid is swiveled and carried to a special filter, and the filter is evenly used for filtration. This structure allows the effective washing of dirty fluid. When a sensor detects that there is a clogging in the filter, backwashing begins. In the backwashing process, the fluid flows backward, but some of the sludge may not be removed from the filter by the reverse flow of the fluid alone. To prevent this, an air jet accelerates the fluid flow, and at the same time, the impact waves generated by the air jet knock out of the remaining sludge from the filter. Following the backwashing process, the dirty fluid and the air that accumulates in the filter during the backwashing process are extracted. During the fluid discharge process, the sludge generated from the backwashing process is also extracted. This treatment ensures that the sludge that was once removed does not reattach to the filter in the subsequent filtration process. Each of these vessels plays a separate role. Normally, the dirty coolant is carried to the dirty fluid vessel, and the resultant cleansed coolant is let off from the clean fluid vessel. In addition, the NikuniFiltrationEnglish system incorporates a third non-stream treatment vessel. The washed fluid removed from the filter is sent to this treatment vessel. As there is no flow within the vessel, precipitation occurs under ideal conditions. Sludge from both the clean fluid and dirty fluid vessel and the thickly precipitated sludge in the third treatment vessel are extracted together by the conveyor. The sludge does not travel back to the NikuniFiltrationEnglish filter system. This design extends the useful life of the filter and makes it possible to maintain the clean fluid in a highly clean state. The NikuniFiltrationEnglish system performs all these processes automatically, making possible both high efficiency and low maintenance costs. As an added feature, because the NikuniFiltrationEnglish system can handle very high throughput, it can be used as a simplified central filtration handling several machine tools. The NikuniFiltrationEnglish system, with all these features, is a fully automatic coolant fluid filtration system dedicated to machine tools. NikuniFiltrationEnglish is a fully automatic coolant fluid filtration system for machine tools made by Nikuni. The NikuniFiltrationEnglish Type CP filtration system combines a powder infusion unit, a spring filter, a cycle pre-coat system, and drying equipment into one unit. The NikuniFiltrationEnglish CP system feeds NP powder by the infusion unit, pre-coats the spring filter, and then performs filtration. The system reiterates the pre-coat filtration and backwashing cycle and dehydrates NP powder that has lost filterating capability by means of drying equipment, and then extracts cake-like powder solids from the system. These serial operations are performed fully automatically, which constitutes the unique feature of the NikuniFiltrationEnglish CP system. The spring filter is the core of the system. This filter, made of stainless steel, has a robust structure. During the backwashing process, meshes open in the extended spring, preventing the filter from getting clogged. The spring filter is prepared with pre-coating of NP powder. The powder is automatically fed from the powder infusion unit. When the pre-coating is complete, the filter is readied and begins to carry out filtration. Special NP powder developed by Nikuni enables high-precision filtration. This picture shows the enlarged precision filter. The sludge in the dirty fluid is absorbed into the surface of the NP powder, and the resultant clean fluid is discharged. Another unique feature of the NACS CP system is its ability to capture 1 micrometer level sludge, which often fails to precipitate at low cost. When clogging of the filter is detected, the system carries out backwashing. During the backwashing process, the meshes of the spring open widely, and reverse flow of the fluid completely removes powder and sludge from the filter. The backwashed powder and sludge are stirred in a special vessel. The stirred powder is used again to pre-coat the spring filter for subsequent filtration cycle. Sludge that has been observed onto the surface of the filter is dispersed into the NP powder by stirring, ensuring the formation of new passages for the fluid to be filtrated. Backwashing is carried out repeatedly. Reusing the powder helps to keep its consumption to a minimum. NP powder that has lost its filtering capability is sent to the drying equipment, where the powder is processed into cake-like solids and discharged onto a tray. Because the powder can then be incinerated, the NACS CP system can help to substantially reduce the waste disposal cost. After the cake is extracted, the inside of the drying equipment is cleansed. This cleansing process prevents the clogging of the drying equipment. The key feature of the NACS CP filtration system is that all the processes of the powder infusion, stirring, pre-coating, filtration, backwashing, drying and cleansing of the drying equipment are carried out automatically. When clogging of the filter is detected, the system begins a new cycle of backwashing, stirring, pre-coating, and filtration. This cycle is referred to as the cycle pre-coat. This cycle enables the system to make effective use of NP powder to the maximum extent possible and to provide stable filtering precision. Further, the NACS CP system automatically makes judgments on the necessity for each of these operations and takes action when necessary. The NACS CP system, with all these features, is a fully automatic coolant fluid filtration system dedicated to machine tools. NikuniFiltrator is an energy-saving hydrocell high-pressure coolant unit from Nikuni. Nikuni's high-pressure coolant unit features a compact design that combines a high-pressure diaphragm pump which can effectively treat sludge with a maintenance-free cyclone separator. The coolant fluid is carried from the fluid tank to the NikuniFiltrator system by vortex pump. A cyclone separator removes sludge from the coolant fluid, and the high-pressure pump pressurizes the coolant and injects it from the tip of the machine tool. The coolant delivered to the machine tool clears away chips on the tools and workpieces and functions during high-speed machining to help extend the useful life of tools and improve finishing accuracy, thus raising the productivity of machine shops. With conventional systems, the high-pressure pump spins at a constant speed, making its discharge rate constant. Thus, when the coolant flow rate required by the machine tool is lower than the current discharge rate, surplus coolant fluid is generated and is returned into the tank via the relief valve. This is not an efficient way to use the coolant. By contrast, with the newly developed NikuniFiltrator, Nikuni has achieved multi-stage constant pressure control by adding an inverter, a controller, a pressure sensors to the conventional high-pressure pump. The multi-stage control adjusts the pump's output power to ensure that the pump's discharge pressure is equal to the pressure required by the machine tool. Using the multi-stage control, the pump system can deliver the proper amount of coolant to the machine tool, ensuring that no surplus coolant is generated. Further, with the NikuniFiltrator system, operators can specify the required pressure when needed, so that they can perform a control operation to relieve the discharge pressure right before complete penetration to a level that prevents cracks from developing in the workpiece, as can happen when drilling a ceramic plate. Further, with the NikuniFiltrator system, the frequency can be fixed at the designated pressure. The system allows the user to manipulate the operating parameters, making it possible to deliver the optimum volume of coolant in tune with the operating condition of individual machine tools, workpiece materials, and machining conditions. With conventional systems, the energy contained in the coolant, which is discharged from a vent of the bypass relief valve, leads to a rise in the temperature and requires cooling with an oil cooler. In turn, the heat emitted by the oil cooler into the room raises the room temperature, which has to be cooled by an air conditioner. Ultimately, the resultant waste heat has to be discharged into the environment. This is clearly a double or triple-fold waste of energy. By contrast, the NikuniFiltrator system delivers only the required coolant using a high-pressure pump, so its power consumption is curtailed to the necessary minimum. Our system provides an 83% gain in energy saving, for example, when machining a drill hole 4.3 mm in diameter. Since the system does not generate excess heat, there is no need for cooling system, leading to substantial energy saving and significant cost reductions. Moreover, the rotation speed of the high-pressure pump can be slowed, greatly reducing the noise emitted by the pump and providing a quieter working environment. Thus, the NikuniFiltrator system is a friendly product for both managers and workers. For oil-based coolants, Nikuni has developed fiber with a non-woven fabric filter replacing the cyclone separator. Nikuni's NikuniFiltrator system, which allows the operator to set a variety of operating parameters, is a high-pressure coolant unit that offers substantial energy saving and true environmental friendliness.